You've been playing RPG tabletop games for years now, and now you got your kids and it's time for them to learn this wonderful hobby. How do we go about it? What are tips and tricks to make kids love the game? Of course, you can't guarantee, but we know we want it. How can we do that? That's what I'm going to talk about today. Rule number one is be careful about not teaching rules, because that bores them out of their minds. Like children want to be directly in the adventure. So the moment you ask them to be on the table, be sure to start the adventure right away. Tell a story, and in this story, you're gonna teach them the rules. One easy example of how to do that, you can make it so that there's been a fair in a village, and these heroes are there, our children there, they're characters, and there are being many contests. Perhaps a strength contest, or people throwing apples to see if they hit something, or perhaps people are trying to discover who's the liar among many people telling a story. With these, you can make the kids, for example, roll for the stats, attributes. While they do that, they are already in the story, so they're like fascinated. They're wanting to see, oh, is my character the strong one? Is my character the smart one? And of course, if you happen to see that one of the kids rolls very low, be sure to make amends, to have a witch helps them and give them some kind of potion that makes this kid get a new strength. For example, let's say the other kids are very intelligent, strong, then this kid gets to be the dexterous one, which has a lot of, can juggle stuff, etc. So see that all the kids have a strength and possibly a weakness. Teach the rules within the system. Do not stop to teach them stuff. They are not there to have classes, they're there to have fun. With that in mind, the next part is the scenario. When playing with kids, we do well to have a very clear bad guy, good guys setup. They have to recognize who are our mentors, who are the people that are going to help us, that can guide us, what's the direction if we get lost. And on the other hand, they see, oh, these are the guys that are causing trouble to our community, to our friends, and we want to beat them in some form. Either beat them to their game, or perhaps like really beat them if they are like an evil dragon, for example. This is very important for kids, because you don't want them like messed up and they don't know where to go and who to ask for help. They don't need that. They need to have they need to have fun at the table. And this brings me to a sort of a specific tip that works wonders. Kids love animals. So either they play as animals right away, or you can give them a pet, or have them find pets, stuff like that, Pokemon style, because that helps a lot when playing with children in a role-playing game. They get involved in these characters and these animals, and if you make the animals have useful skills, that everybody has a useful skill, this can be sort of a compensation too if one of the characters from the children doesn't have too many good stats. So this way you can make everybody useful. And this is a tip that goes for normal games as well, but in the case of children, it's especially important, because you want everybody to be active in the game. Now you can ask me, okay, this sounds good, I know who the good and bad guys are, I'm gonna teach the rules to them, and simple rules, and do not make it complex. Keep to the skeleton of whatever system you're going to use. Simple. And now, what about the story? Should I make a campaign, a grand story? Should I make a one-shot? Make a one-shot. Make a simple adventure. An adventure with a start and an end. Children's games do well to be like a TV series, like clear start, clear objective, and also a clear ending, and a happy ending, of course, at best, where they obtain something, and they stop the game happy with a good feeling. Getting out of there thinking, wow, that doesn't mean the game has to be easy, but it has to be a game with a very structured start, middle, and end, because after the game ends, the children are gonna most probably continue playing it out of the table. That's what at least my son and also my older daughter did. When the game was over, they were like playing there, with their friends and reviving everything that they had in the story. And that was wonderful to see. Well, I believe this closes up this part of the tips to play with children. You may be asking yourself, especially if you are not, like if you are more of a player and has never been a dungeon master or a game master yourself, okay, but how do I prepare an adventure? Well, that's why I have this video here, the video about one-shot adventures, and you can check it out, see if it's not in your language, it has subtitles, so that it gives you a very clear, concise way to prepare an easy, simple adventure for your children.